Ciao! Have you ever wondered how to automate the process of loading of your data files from AWS S3 to Snowflake? In this video, I will show you how to do it. First, you will learn what is Snowpipe, and then we'll go through setting up a Snowpipe from scratch. Stay tuned. Let's go through some theory first. Snowpipe is a feature that enables continuous data ingestion from cloud storage platforms like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud into Snowflake tables. It automates the process of loading new data as it becomes available in designated cloud storage locations, providing a new real-time data ingestion solution. So instead of executing copy statement on schedules, Snowpipe can load these files as soon as they arrive into a stage. To visualize typical workflow, let's imagine we have some data in third-party apps and LTP-DBs. This data gets uploaded into a bucket, and then we receive a notification that they are ready to be processed. Notification is sent to a Snowpipe over SQS or go through SNS before. And at the final step, Snowpipe is using external stage to load data into a table. Simple as that. To understand different options we have during configuration, let's briefly go through parameters before going further. So you can create a Snowpipe by createPipe statement. With auto-ingest parameter set to true, it enables automatic data loading, for example through AWS SQS, while false disables automatic data loading. So in this case, you need to make calls to Snowpipe REST API endpoints to load data files. In this video, we'll go only through automatic data loading, setting this parameter as true, as Snowpipe REST API is a story for another video, but keep in mind there is such possibility. With error integration, while data loading, Snowflake can send error notification to a cloud messaging service like AWS SNS. So you can put here an integration name used to communication. AWS SNS topic is used only for Amazon S3 as a broadcaster to publish event notifications to multiple subscribers. For example, SQS queues or AWS Lambda workloads, including the Snowflake SQS queue for Snowpipe automation. In the most basic example, when you create an S3 event notification, Snowpipe is informed via SQS. However, if you have some existing event notification on your bucket, you could use this parameter to broadcast information to multiple endpoints. Similar option to this one would be using AWS Event Bridge. Integration, however, is similar to previous parameter, but in this case it's designed for Azure and Google Cloud storage. And on the comment section, let me know if you know other possibilities to automate data loading in Snowflake, but of course not in this parameter. As you now understand what are the possibilities of Snowpipe, let's jump into creating one. On the demo, we'll go through the most basic example with creation of brand new S3 event notification. For consistency, I will use external stage created in my previous video, so if you are not familiar with external stages at all, you can also check this out. Link in the description below. I have the code already prepared. First of all you can see here, these are the parameters which are from the template from the documentation. So we have already went through all of these parameters. So let's jump into create our pipe. So that's our pipe name. It's called my first pipe. We'll of course use the auto ingest parameter as true to automatically load the data from S3 packet, and then at the end we'll have the copy into statement. We'll copy the files from S3 bucket into the people. That's the table which we're gonna create. The files are stored on this AWS external stage integration. That's the external stage, and we'll use this file format. So these files are the CSV files with the field delimiter as a comma. We'll skip the header And we'll also use the field optionally enclosed by parameter. So I will show you what how the file looks like. So that's the 10 records which will upload into the S3 bucket. So the first one, of course, it's the column name, and then we are uploading 10 simple rows, just some index, user ID, name, basically name of the people. So let's run this pipe. It has been successfully created, and now we can create a table based on the CSV from S3. So this one, that's my bucket, and this CSV is currently waiting on us in the S3 bucket. So based on this CSV file, we will create a brand new table which will be empty. Okay, so now let's run show pipes, and as you can see, we can see the our pipe name, the database, the definition, which is basically the copy into statement with the file format. It's everything here. And what's the most interesting for us is the notification channel. So we'll copy this one. Basically, it's the channel where when we set up the event notification on the S3 bucket, then it will send a notification to the SQS, and then it will be sent to the Snowpipe. So Snowpipe will load these files into a table. So as we already copied this one, so let's jump into the S3. And as you can see, we have the people.csv file already in the bucket. But right now, let's move into the properties tab. Let's scroll down a little bit to the event notification, and we will create a brand new event notification. So here we'll provide an event name. It can be Snowpipe, let's say Snowpipe ingestion, and we will mark it on all object create events, which basically means that for every new object on the S3, notification will be sent to the Snowpipe. Let's scroll down a little bit here, and as a destination, we will choose the SQSQ, and we will enter SQSQ ARN because we have this one already. That's the number which we've just copied from our Snowpipe. So we will save changes, and our notification has been created. Let's scroll down just a little bit. Yeah, so we have this event notification with the proper destination. So we are ready to move back to the Snowflake Web UI. Okay, so in the Snowflake Web UI, let's scroll down because we have a table created already. So just let's check for the external stage, and that's our file in the external stage. So now let's check if the pipe is actually running. As you can see, this pipe is running. There is no file processed yet, so it will change in a second. We can also run this one statement to check if the files are processing currently, but we haven't loaded anything yet, so of course it will be empty. And let's also query this table. So as per this one definition, we've just created a table from the CSV file based on what we have on the S3 bucket. So this table is also empty. So as this file is already on S3 bucket, then we'll need to run alter pipe refresh to actually refresh the pipe to catch the file which is already into a bucket. So this file has been sent. So in a couple of minutes, usually this file should be loaded into a table. So we can check one here, but it's not yet already. So we'll see in a couple of minutes. Okay, so now let's rerun it once again. We're checking pipe status. And here, as you can see, there's last ingested file path it's people.csv, which means that the pipe has been processing this one. So we can also run another command to check the copy history of this table. So as you can see, the file name, people.csv, stage location, it's our stage, and here we have 10 rows parsed, which with status loaded. So that should be fine. Let's query the table, and these records has been loaded into the table correctly. So now we can go ahead with loading of next parts of the data. So I have 2 more files here, people2 and people3, as you might guess. So let's quickly go into the S3 bucket. That's all of my buckets, that's right. And then we'll drag and drop these files, people2 and people3. Let's upload it. And we can go back to the user interface, and similarly as before, we can check for this one, last ingested file path, but as before, we need to wait a couple of minutes till the event notification will be sent to the Snowpipe. So be right back in a second. So going back, let's rerun it once again. And last ingested file path is people3.csv. So we can also check which files has been processed in the copy history of the table. Now we can see that all 3 files has been processed. So that's fine with the status of loaded. So let's check the table, how it looks like. And we've got 30 records. So in every file we had 10 records, so it's adding up here perfectly. So the Snowpipe is working perfectly fine. But before using Snowpipe on your own, there are a few things you should also know about. Snowpipe loads can be handled in single or multiple transactions. It runs on Snowflake supplied computer resource, also known as serverless, where Snowflake recommends to load data in size compressed between 100 and 250 megabytes. So processing very large files can be really cost-inefficient operation. Latency, depending on file size, is usually counted in minutes, so it's not very fast. Snowpipe is usually used to load data from external stages, but it can be also used for internal stages with exception of user stage. Overall, Snowpipe simplifies and streamlines the process of ingesting data into Snowflake, enabling to harness the power of your data. Let me know in the comments below if you know other possibilities to automate data loading in Snowflake. Thanks for watching, and may the data be with you. Ciao!